Hello friends and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. I'm glad to have you here today. So today I've got a fun treat for you guys. As most of you know, if you've been following me, and if you're brand new, you don't know this, but now you will. And I am a Better Text ambassador for 2025, which I'm really excited about. What that means is Better Text sends me some fabric and says, be creative, make something and share it with all of you. So I've got two things to share with you today. First is an easy modern quilt that I think most of you would be able to accomplish, even if you're a newer sewer. And that quilt is also going to be going towards a charity, which I will talk about in the second half of this video when I show you the quilt. And the other thing I have to share with you is my Happy Mail from Better Text that I just got for my next quilt, because there's always next quilt. So I'm going to show you the fabric and I'm going to show you the quilt. So I'm really excited for today. It's going to be a fun day. Well, first I'm going to start off with opening the fabric box because this came a little bit ago and I've been dying to open it. So I'm going to get it open. The only thing I did was take off some of the cording they had around the outside of the box, but I haven't even cut the tape yet. So I can't wait to see what's in here and show you guys what my next quilt will be with Better Text fabrics. So far I've had some wonderful quilts. I'm really excited. This program's going really well. And I'm happy to be working with Better Text. They're great people. All right, here's all my fabrics for my next project. I'm just gonna rip it open because that's the easiest way. So my next project is going to be a new line that you guys should be able to find in stores really, really soon. I'll tell you what that is here in just a minute. And it is called Modern Vintage Treasures. And that is by Rachel Rossi for Better Text Fabrics. So how this program works is Better Text gives us a choice of 3 or 4 different fabric lines each quarter, and we pick from those and you get to make whatever you want. So I did design a quilt for this fabric, and so I'm going to show you the fabrics, but I won't be able to show you the quilt for a few more weeks yet, so stay tuned. So I'll have to come back. But it's kind of a different sort of line, different fabric for me, but I kind of like it. This year has been challenging me because I've been doing all kind of stuff that I don't normally do, and I kind of love it. Been expanding my color palette and the type of projects I work on. I feel like I'm reaching out into more modern things. Not too modern, because that's not me. I'm kind of doing more modern fabrics with traditional blocks, which is kind of my thing, and also some more FPP this year, which I really love. So this line is gorgeous. Modern Vintage Treasures. It's different colors for me, but I actually kind of really like it. It's very calming. That one with the blue, you guys know I love that. You know I love the blues. Here's this print again in a darker color. Oh, you guys, look at this one. Look at this blue. Beautiful. And that one. Now I can't remember which fabric is for what. These are all for blocks, and then this one I know is for border because there's quite a bit of it. I do remember that. And then there's a whole bunch of this blue too, so I think this might be some blocks and binding if I remember correctly, or it could be this one because there's a whole lot of this one. I'll have to look. I don't remember, but I'm really excited to show you guys what I designed for this. But that won't come for a couple more weeks. But I just wanted to show you guys the fabrics. This one is the backing. They have a couple of 108s with this line. It's the same print in a couple of different colors, but I picked sort of this neutral color so I can use like a light cream thread when I quilt this. I didn't want it to, I didn't want to do a darker color and then it stuck out on this. So there we go. All right. So that's all the fabrics for my next Better Text project, which will be coming out in another week or so. But what I wanted to do now is show you the quilt that I made with Marbleized, which was their basic. This is a charity project from Better Text. They asked us to make a quilt or a quilt pattern for charity. So I will have this pattern for sale, and it is a pattern that I previously designed for another company, but I have rewritten it in a new way with new instructions. And so I'm going to re-release this pattern, and the proceeds of this pattern will go to the charity of my choice, which I will tell you about here in a minute. Well, here it is as promised. Here is my quilt, my charity quilt from Better Tex, using Marbleized, one of their basics. I really love this fabric. It's really gorgeous. And thank you again to Better Tex for providing us this fabric and giving us the opportunity to make a quilt and support a charity. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the charity that I picked. I picked the American Cancer Society, and for multiple reasons. One is I know that many of you out there, probably most of you, know somebody who has had cancer, whether it's yourself, a family member, a friend. And I just feel like cancer touches so many lives that this is a good charity to give to, because it can help so many people. And number two, because cancer has been rampant in my family, unfortunately. And 2 months ago, I did find out that my mother has incurable leukemia, and the doctors did give her about 22 months. And so I felt like this was the best way to honor her and to maybe help out future generations, my generation, my children's generation. So that was the charity I decided to pick. So eventually I will sell this quilt and the proceeds will go to charity. But for now, I'm going to be selling the pattern on my Etsy, in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in this pattern, this is going to be Chroma Color 2.0, and it's 2.0 because I previously wrote this pattern for another company, and I've now reimagined this pattern. I've rewritten the instructions. They're a little bit different than the original pattern. I feel like it's a little bit easier put together the way that I've reimagined it. I had a really fun time making this pattern, and like I said, all proceeds will go to the American Cancer Society from the sale of the pattern and eventually the quilt. So I hope you'll help me support that important charity as they hope to find cures for all these cancers that are taking away our family members and friends. So thank you guys for sticking with me. I did want to show you really quick the fabric line I showed you earlier. This is one of the blocks. I made one, and I'll have a whole quilt to show you here in the next week or so. So stick with me, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like button so when I post a new button, or post a new video, you'll know, and you can come over and see that quilt as well. But for now, thank you for being here, and I hope that you'll support this charity. There is a link to the American Cancer Society below the description box of my video. So if you don't want to purchase the pattern, you can go ahead and click that link, and there's a donate button if you're so inclined. Otherwise, thank you again. I will see you soon. Bye.